Considering being one game away from elimination, the practice is light. What's been the mood in practice and just the mindset?
Great mood. We know we have to go out there and do. We just take one game at a time, take one possession at a time. And, once we get that win, we right back. It's right back being a series. We're not out of it. The fat lady haven't sung yet, and, we're going to go out there and play.
If you look at the last two games, you guys have been right there, but what's just been the difference or missing down the stretch?
It comes down to possessions. It could be in the first quarter, a missed possession that we might have done, and, all that in the playoffs, you have to take care of the ball. And, we had a couple of turnovers, loose turnovers yesterday, and it might have cost us at the end of the game. Instead of being up, now we was down by 2. But, getting to loose balls, just, it's coming down to who has the biggest will now. And, that's what we're going to prove, and that's what we're going to come out and do.
What has Coach Tibbs been preaching to you guys this morning?
We're not out of it. We right into this game. This series could turn around like this. Just go out there and do what you got to do and close the game out. And just take one possession at a time and one game at a time. And that's all he's been preaching. We know that we can win this series. It's not a doubt in our mind we can't come back and win this series. And that's our main goal right now.
Talk about the focus for you and CJ, handling the backcourt duties. What's the main focus, and what do you guys concentrate on?
Not turning the ball over, getting everybody in the right spots on offense, and stopping them on defense. They run a lot of isolation plays. They run a lot of pick and roll plays for Drew, for Lou Will, for Evan Turner, and we've been doing a great job. Doing our defensive schemes on them. It's just a matter of getting the rebound. Once they miss, it's us getting the rebound. Joe Kim's out now, so it's going to take all 5 of us to go in there and crash the board. And
defensively, you got to keep Evan Turner out the paint. He's been hitting the chore of getting in there.
Absolutely. He's playing terrific right now. We're going to have to step up and take that away. He's getting to the paint, and we never let nobody get to the paint on us. It's just about us stepping up, taking that challenge. And, I'm not worried about nobody on my team. We always step to the challenges, so we're going to be ready tomorrow.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.